You delight. We will catch up quickly. We will have Dracken in teal with a Khmer, and in purple running with the Bulgarians. It's their first game in the group stage. Both are very known arena players. Both are very talented on this map, and both are quite capable of going far in the tournament. So yeah, this should be really fun. One of the more anticipated series in the group stage, at least for me. Maybe not for the, let's say, neutral viewers that are more into big names like Doubt or Viper or I don't know, Jordan. But for us, for me personally, and I'm sure many arena fans, a series between Dracken and Running is definitely a must-watch series. So yeah, so I really hope we will have a good series. Who's my favorite to win the whole thing? Well, it has to be Viper. Always has to be Viper, right? Cocaster right now is a chair, but soon Finner will join us.
Sponsored Arena Tournament.
Yes, it is. I don't mention it enough. Thank you so much for getting up for the Prime at the 9 months, our Twitch baby. But this tournament, if you haven't heard, is sponsored entirely by Microsoft. So thanks a lot to them for making this sick event happen. Couldn't have happened without them. No Tato stream. Tato is streaming his point of view, as I can see. And it's a great series too against Mihai, but for me this one is closer to my heart. Tato running against Draken. What is this meal for running? That's a great meal. What do you mean? That's a perfect meal. Do you see a better meal? I could have placed it here or here, but I like this meal. Okay, Finner is trying to open the game. And then we will get him. So Running's map so far seems to be quite nice, but main gold is not great, but he has secondary gold at the back, perfect main stone. Dracken on the other side, it's exactly the same, forward gold, the rest at the back. Chimera are a very good sieve. Dracken really likes them, but I do feel like Bulgarians are a perfect counter for them, so it will be interesting to see how they play this. Draft link, yes, I can give you the draft link, even though it's in the chat, I think. But this is a draft link. Vinegar Cocast, maybe one day. Yeah, I told Finners that we are on the live, maybe that's why he doesn't find it. Let's see. Can you message Finor Resna and try to help him? He's struggling to find the game. Dashboard doesn't work for him. So yeah, Draken has 11 feels cute. Yeah, he loves doing that. He loves manipulating. Like Draken not only plays Age of Empires, he also plays mind games, and that's one of the things he loves doing. We have seen his one night debate against Deeker. And what he loves doing with the villagers, he loves queuing 1 million villagers and then dequeuing them, and then your score drops, and then the opponent might think that you just clicked up and doing stuff like that. So that's one thing that Draken does quite often. Both are on the way to Feudal Age, running going up with 24 villagers. He's without a barracks, so it's not gonna be scouts from running, he just gonna boom it seems. While Draken going up with 26 villagers, he doesn't need a barracks, he's a Khmer. So he will click up to Castle Age and he will instantly go for a stable. Shalom Talantulo, shalom everybody. Okay. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay. Focus, Mike. Focus. Okay. So those are so stable as expected. I'm just fixing my chair. 1 second, guys. Oh. So as expected, Dracken is going for the stable here. Running on the other side is doing a barrack, so he'll do a couple of spearmen to counter the scouts of Dracken. Oops, how did I get here? We got double BTX for both, horse color for both now, and the stable is up, so scouts will be coming. This is playing on the live patch, yes. Well, Draken got the first hit, so Rani has to run back, luring the scout towards his spearman. Kido, thank you so much for the prime new sub. Welcome, man. Okay, we didn't see the relics. The relics are actually all closer to running. What the hell? We only have this relic, which is a bit better for Draken. So the relics are definitely better for running, which is very nice. As a favorite, I would put Running as a slight favorite. But Draken definitely has a chance here. Wait, let me try and help Finor with something. So Monastery coming up for Draken. Already got 4 scouts, soon to be light cav. Both are getting the bow, so heavy blow now for running. Getting some spearmen out. No pikeman upgrades though. Well, quite hard to afford with 7 villagers on food. And he will soon run out of the berries. It will be only those 4 or 5 farmers. Meanwhile, we got Draken PC coming up for Draken. What is wrong with my chair? Okay. That's a dead scout for running. That's not great. He will be left blind now. He's getting his first relic though, so that's something. Getting wheelbarrow quite early. Okay. Meanwhile, Draken is adding 2 town centers already, so he will begin his big Khmer boom. Well, it has to be Modri, I would say. Though. Modri always goes quite far in close map events. I mean, generally in tournaments it will be running, because running, unlike Modri, it goes far even in mixed map events. But if it's only arena or enclosed maps, Modri has better results. A good fight here for running, getting a light cap down and getting his second relic already. That's good. If he can get this one, he will be with a lead here. Just don't. Yeah, he should be fine. That's great to hear, Mike. I really needed that information in my life. Okay, that should be a dead monk. That's a dead monk. And that's something got converted. I'm not sure what. He loses. Yeah, he lost a light cap here. Okay. 30C by running on the stone here. Shalom, Ariel Needy Light. How you doing? So right now the relic score, relic situation is 2 for running, and only 1 for and only 0 for Dracken. He's trying to get this one, which he should get. I don't think the Draken has enough, but now look what he's doing. He's doing the pikeman upgrade, which is just perfect. Pikemen are so nice to counter Light Cav. He'll probably lose one. Oh, but he got... Oh, that's so unfortunate. He got the conversion right before Pikeman kicked in. And let's see. Look how he's splitting his Spearman to get that monks. That should be it. It should be 2 dead monks, which is great. Great. But now the Light Cav are coming. He needs to start converting. He's trying to get the monk, blocking it. Dracken tried to G-bait and to escape with the monk, but the great micro here by running, and Dracken now can pick up both relics. If he picks up both relics and takes them home, he'll have an amazing lead with 4 relics to 1. Okay, gold upgrade for Dracken. Running picking up both relics. Gonna go around the map. Okay, he's even getting armor for his pikeman. Not sure why armor and not forging. Bulgarian blacksmiths are super nice with a 50% discount for their upgrades, so that's only 50 food. Is that defense upgrade? And Lizard did not see the monks or what? No, he probably... Okay, he's not fighting. And he's already any ranges, so he knows he will not be able to get map control against pikemen with Light Cav. So what he's trying to do here is to go triple archery range, go for the crossbows and use them to counter the pikemen to get map control, but Running is already seeing that coming, and he's already adding a siege workshop to do summon Gonels or Scorpions support his pikemen. So that's looking really nice here for Running. That will be a perfect counter to what Dracken is doing, so that's good. And 80% faster, is it? Today we learned. Armor matters more for fighting Light Cav. Almost all damage comes from bonus anyways. Well, that's a valid point, Zaratan, but like, it's not like Light Cav would kill pikeman even without armor, but still. Team bonus for Bulgarians. Okay, should play more team games. We got now Loom for Running, he's on Stone. Both are very close to go up to Imp with similar villager number. We are still waiting for Finor, who's trying to fix his game to be able to find this match. So I hope we will get him, if not here, then for the second game. He's a delight of a caster, and Rani is the first to go up, doing that with 75 villagers. I don't need armor to believe in myself, even if it increases confidence. I always believe. Okay, so hand curtain coming for Running. Stone upgrade for Dracken. So what's the composition for Dracken here in Imp? Is he gonna go Arbalest and Light Cav? He's now adding more ranges. Okay, like Arbalest, Hussar could be good, but Halberd so without cannons counters that. Like, Dracken doesn't get cannons. I learn every time I turn this game on, I learn something new. Okay. Well, in theory, Khmer can go for... only crossbows will not be enough. It will die to onagers. Bulgarians get the 50% cheaper blacksmith, not blacksmith, along with blacksmiths, but also cheaper siege workshop upgrades, so they can easily get onagers and even siege onagers. And crossbows will die to that without cannon support. So the Dracken will need a composition of both something to counter siege and something to counter pikemen. Crossbows will counter the pikemen. The question is what will counter the mangonels. I can actually see Dracken going for his own onager upgrade here. Meanwhile, Rani is going forward. He doesn't have stone for a castle, he does have the stone for a krepas though, and he is going for the forward krepas. Forward krepas by running. Meanwhile, Mangonel from Dracken is coming. Run needs to pay attention. Running. Run! Run is not running. Sorry. But it had to be done. Dracken is microing. Good micro by Dracken. That was a beautiful ground attack. That Krepas will not be denied, I think. But Dracken is getting his castle up, getting Botkin, getting Arbalest upgrade already. Good micro by running here. Nice snipe. Rister with effect. Shalom T90. So yeah, indeed we got Ollinger incoming for running. Arbalest for Dracken. He will be able to traps in a second to take the Krepas down. Economy is looking a bit better for running, who is 10 villagers ahead here, but he's going for the compositions that he needs. He's going for the Halbaso, and that's, well, that's what Chimera struggles the most against, at least since they lost their bomber cannons. Remember Chimera bomber cannons? Remember? Okay, we got gold upgrade here, we got, well, we got no castle for running, so no conscription, no traps for the time being. But you like it, undead Phil. Oh, Finor is in? Well, he didn't message me. Let me get Finor to join us. Finor? Finor? Well, he's here, so...
Oh.
Oh, hello. Alright, welcome, man.
Just give me another like 5 minutes to catch up to the game.
Yeah. You found it, that's what matters, right? Game might be over, but
Yeah.
you found it.
Exactly. That's it. Similar to last set.
Well, we will get you for game number 2 and for more games. So we are fine. I think you can even catch up. I don't see this ending anytime soon. So we will
Hopefully.
see.
John Slow is best streamer. Keep it up, bruv.
Thank you so much, Chef Bibli, for the 8 months. Appreciate that and the nice words. But that's fake news. So you're watching the game on my channel, please till you catch up. Like, you know what's up, you know what's happening.
Not really. I'm vaguely aware because I can see something on your channel from 2 minutes ago.
Alright, so we wait for you. We wait then. We got running with Siege Onager incoming right now. He needs to wait 1 minute and 40 seconds. We already got Dracken doing more light cap as we expected, along with his Arbalest. But what running is missing right now is traps. With only Siege Onagers, he won't be able to push against the castles. So yeah, he's already doing a castle at home, so traps will be coming. But what can Dracken do? We got another TC for running in the north, securing that golden stone. Let's see some micro. Drakken's micro against the Onagers. I mean, Bulgarian Onagers are just standard Onagers. They are easier to get to because they are cheaper as an upgrade, but they don't get any nice unique tech like towards an engine or pure Celtica or something like that. So just your standard Onagers. The thought process behind the Krepas, it was to buy time, because Khmer should be much faster than the Bulgarians because they got better economy, so I think at least that the Krepas was to buy time, to delay Dracken, to make him do traps, while running messes the military he wants at home. Yeah, and the Caucasus is Finor as a delight, who is getting this game led, so he's catching up right now. We got Siege Onager for running, and he's getting Siege Engineers. Okay, what Dracken could and should do in my eyes is what Tato does maybe the best in the game, I think. He needs to try and like get running to panic. He needs to try and push from all possible sides. Do a siege workshop here, push from traps here, do a siege workshop here, and maybe cut with an onager. Like, he needs to constantly keep distracting Dracken, because running sword, because Dracken has a mobility. Running's military is super slow. He won't be able to chase him around, so he can try and cut me in, break with siege ramps, and just trade running constantly. That's the only way I can see him winning the game. But if he keeps fighting versus a death ball of running in the middle, he'll just die, and the raid here is a good start. Sending the Arbalaster to deny the Crepust. Ballista Cat would be sick, but maybe not very realistic, because, I mean, onagers are much easier. Really? Are you committing to that Crepus that much, sending all the traps there? And meanwhile, oh man, that's a mistake by Dracken. That's a mistake. He's abandoning the middle, leaving his castle exposed. Traps are already there to attack, to just kill what? Crepus that is not even up. I don't get it.
I think I'm back in time now. But notice that Dracken is now getting onager, so I think he will be looking to do what you were just suggesting a moment ago of attacking from all sides.
Did he get onager? I didn't notice.
That's what he's getting right now. So it's like 70% complete. And then after that, he has the option of doing the cuts through, which is what you commented that he needs to do as Khmer.
Okay, I don't see him with an... Oh yeah, I missed the onager upgrade, I guess, so you're still a bit behind.
And now he's
me.
also getting siege engineers, so like 2 really important upgrades. And that will make it a lot more possible to deal with those onagers, siege onagers.
Careful here, if the siege onagers can get the shot, the Arbalists are just waiting to die. Traps are coming for that castle. We got the Crepus in the south for running, denying that gold from Dracken. Ay, ay, ay. Well, where is the cat? That's his only hope. It's a lot of military by running.
He has done a good job of sniping a bunch of siege onagers with those 3 Hussar though. So better, but that's a really dodgy to do with his.
Oh, but the traps!
Open. But yeah, he's also quite housed right now. So again, having the fort castle, I think he'll be looking to get a bunch of houses in the back. I can't see any, okay, on the left-hand side,
Yeah.
but that's going to slow him down by a considerable amount.
Yeah, he's not even building them, like, and he's sending 1 villager, dude! You need 8 houses ASAP, and... Ay, 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 ay. Well, running is doing another Crepus in the middle, securing that golden stone, bringing the traps forward. I just don't see what Dracken can do here.
And with running doing what you were suggesting, having the Crepus on the south side, taking Dracan off the extra gold and the stone on the... Just putting Crepus all over the place, which is what you should be doing as Bulgarians.
Yeah.
Just slows down any player.
Yeah.
I don't see how Dracken is going to be able to stop this push as Khmer.
I don't see it either. I feel like he should have tried and done damage earlier, at least try to rush in early in. But him giving Bulgarians time to reach 2 halves and assaults, the ultimate composition is just... Did he just delete a castle? I'm not sure how he died. Maybe I imagine?
I mean, there were a bunch of traps, so...
No, but
sense.
it didn't hit. I wonder.
But yeah, no, it's certainly a very tough matchup for Khmer. Against any civ that has got good halberdier siege onager, it's a quite tough matchup.
Ah, no, never mind. But yeah, it's over, right? We already saw the GG. GG well played, so yeah.
So you saw the entire game. What would you have done differently to what Dracan did?
That's what I was gonna ask you. I mean, I think I already said that. Like, I think the only way to win this matchup is to do either what I said, with disturbing him from all sides. But you need to be faster to do that. Like, you need to have a better economy early on, and I feel like Dracken didn't have a better economy. And you need to maybe rush with a castle early and try to do the forward castle push with traps and arbalists before running could get to the mass onager, and he did none of that, and running is running ahead here.
Do you think a castle age aggression with monks like we saw yesterday could have worked? Because also, I mean, one of the main difficulties with monks is, let's say, the infantry, which Bulgarians do have good, or the light cavalry, but as Khmer, you've got the scorpions with the extra range, which just really helps counter the counters to monks.
Yeah, I agree. Monk Rush could have been an option for Dracken. Khmer do get redemption. We saw that yesterday, so yeah, could have been a good option. Oh well, let's see the statistic before we jump into game number 2. His death ratio was so much better for running. He had more military. His economy was better in every aspect except food, and more villagers and more APM. That 1-0. Caucaster is Finor the Delight. And let's see the draft that we have left here. So we had,
And
yeah, go.
is the game called OO again? Or what's it called?
What do you mean? Oh.
I need the title of the room. Okay, yeah.
You can see it on the dashboard. The title. It's called. No, we don't. You cannot see it in the dashboard actually. But they're in the game already. So let's jump in and see what we got. Long day of Mo ahead of us, boys. This is just the first set out of potentially 4 that I'm planning to cast. If my old age will not betray me and kill me on the spot. And we got Saracens versus Malay for the next game. Did you manage to find the game?
Yes, I have. I need the title. The spectator dashboard won't work, the number won't work, but if I have the title, it seems to work, so that's nice.
Oh no.
Yeah, so 10 seconds until we go in. Quite interesting matchup. Who do you think has the advantage?
I personally heavily prefer Malay. Saracens are not a joke though. Saracens are quite a good sieve here. So let's see. It all depends on the monk micro, right? Or what the players will choose to do. So let's see. Like
the different win conditions, because I think Malay have the better economy, obviously with the fast advance, but the Saracen market leads to quite a lot of versatility. And then when it gets to early Imperial versus late Imperial, I think maybe Malay have this advantage at the start, then Saracens for later period, and then Malay again. So
yeah, I kind of agree. Like, what's good about the Saracens economy is the market prices, right? And it's really, really good, especially when you go for a monk rush, let's say, with no economy, all in, and
having the market bonus certainly allows you to go full monk rush to transition to basically anything really fast. It just leads to just a lot more versatility in terms of what you do.
Yeah, you are a genius, Paradox. I just fixed it. You are right. My bad. Thank you, Paradox. You were actually useful, Kappa. No, he got me a cookie at NEC. He's always useful. So, do you think Rani will monk rush? Like, usually he's obviously an arena player, one of the better arena players, but I don't remember seeing him going YOLO too often. So, do you think we will get some clowning here, or?
Yeah. So as Saracens versus Malay, it is certainly tempting just to do the monk rush. Because some other things that he may be thinking about is okay, maybe just like try to do a fast Imperial to Arbalest or something. But then that can be like, I think that's still quite counterable by Malay, who can do a similar thing. So I think probably starting monks, which Saracens definitely have better than Malay, could be the way to go.
Okay. Well, we'll soon find out. I guess players are getting ready soon to go to Feudal Age, at least Saracens, I guess. Depends if Dracken wants to do a Feudal Boom, but he probably doesn't because he's not up just yet. Let's quickly check the maps then. Dracken has perfect main gold at the back, rest is forward, so that's not gonna be too great if he monk rushes if running monk rushes for him. While running's map is opposite, stone and gold forward. Well, no, exactly the same actually.
It's
Stone,
same.
yeah, only main gold at the back.
this current map, because it's sort of symmetrical for both players, really favors the aggression. Because each player only has one. Okay, the big
I
goal is shared
decided to
back,
give up my
but then everything
Netflix
else is forward.
subscription.
So just like a
Instead,
forward
I
castle,
just follow
which
your
can be just
Discord
held
rules
onto
as
in
drama.
either
I
person's
finished the
face.
last
It'd be so
episode
hard
on
to
a
dislodge.
cliffhanger with an admin resigning and
Yeah.
Dracken kicked out of CL. No
Uh,
spoilers, PLS.
so thank you for the biggest farewell. Both are not going up yet. I mean, for Dragon, it makes sense with how many villagers he has killed. He's again doing some mind games of queuing the villagers. Well, running, yeah, I mean, running is going up too late for a monk rush, right? So
Probably either scouts or probably just adding scouts, trying to get the relics, or just pure boom.
yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I don't. Looking at running scouting, he's scouted one of the relics, which he sees next to Dracan. But the relics in this game definitely favor Dracan. And if running continues to scout that, then he may just like decide to give up a small bit, because it's like, is it worth the effort? All that effort just to get 3 relics instead of 2, like
Yeah.
that type of thing.
Yeah, I agree. Rakan has so many villagers queued, playing his mind games again, while Ranin is on the way to Feudal Age already, going up with 25. 4 on gold. I know it's his mining camp, but oh well. Not game changer. And he's getting a barracks up, so that's gonna be scouts for Ranin, it seems,
Yeah.
right? Or is there any chance for archers?
I'd say he's probably doing scouts. I've only seen like 2 players do archers so far this tournament, and so I wouldn't expect running to do archers.
Okay.
And at least when it comes to the scouts, he knows that he does just have playing better light cav than Dracan. So okay, each of them have fully upgradable arbalists, but at least running has bloodlines. So he would win any long-term battles if it went to a long scout war.
Yeah. Oh, but look what Draken is doing. Draken has 5 on stone now. And he's on gold. Is he going to go for a forward castle? I'm kind of fasting behind this.
Ooh. It will be very interesting to see whether he gets a quick barracks. That will like really decide what he's going for. But I mean, he could get it right now if he wanted. So, is he expecting?
You know what? Actually, no. He's not gonna go for a forward castle. I just realized that's something Draken does quite often, actually, with melee. I think he's just gonna go for defensive castle at home and spam karambits instead of light kill. Like, that's how he counters monks. He's maybe expecting running to go for monks, and he's just gonna go for defensive castle at home. And yeah, and do the karambit spam.
How well do karambits at the moment trade with light cavalry? Do you know?
Well, no, I'm not the man for this kind of question. They do trade with them. How? I don't know. But I mean, he's not expecting running to go scouts. He was expecting running to go monks, but running is going scouts, so that will be interesting
And
to
he's
find
seen
out.
and he's seen that all the scouts were just passing, and so he was able to see the 2 scouts. What he won't know though is that running's added 3 extras, but that shouldn't make too much of a difference.
Yeah, that means also that Draken will definitely not go for a forward castle. If we thought about that, he will do the castle at home. And yeah, he will start the karambit spam. Let's see, castle h4 running, kind of over-investing, doing husbandry without knowing what the opponent is doing. I mean, usually it's a meta, right? I always also might open with husbandry or light cav, expecting my opponent to go scouts. But in this case, it's a waste, because now he will see it, and he will realize, okay, I did the husbandry for nothing, I'm gonna face karambit, what's next?
and that's put his economy a small bit, because that husbandry is a important investment, but it's still a quite big one to make at the start of Castle Age. And knowing that now that he knows that Dracon's not even doing scouts, then it's like, what's the point?
Well, he did get Dracken Scout, so that's something. He wouldn't have done it without husbandry. So...
Well, he would have done it, just not as fast. And Dracon Scout was going to do nothing at that stage.
No, but Dracken would have just kept running up until he got his castle up and hide under it, because like out of both would have the same speed, but with husbandry he had no chance to escape. Taking DC for running, coming at home, already grabbing his first relic. Well, Dracken. Do you like this opening by Dracken? Like, what would you have done here with Malay?
Well, really, no, I can't say that I like it yet, because I wanted just a bit more information of what how he's going to proceed from here. Certainly, this initial start, depending on whether running has enough time to get the second relic, which I'm not sure he does. I need to see how these Karambits trade against the Light Cav. As was pointed out, they do have the 2 extra armor, so that's quite useful. And the question is, how will the 7 Karambits do against this Monk and Light Cav?
Well, the monk is dead, that's for sure. Didn't grab the relic though. He did not grab the relic. His Karambits don't have the greatest line of sight, so they did not see the monk here. But we now got knights coming up for running to deal with the Karambits. Okay.
And that's a good move, because so far he hasn't seen any monks or any monastery from Dracken. So it's like, okay, it's pretty safe at this moment.
Yeah, Dracken only now in his monastery. 1 conversion, but that monk is still dead. And the Karambits for now, gonna get a conversion.
This has been a really solid start for running. But his economy is behind. But at the moment, he seems to will get his second relic. And Dragon only now is Dracon's not even building monk, so running's still got a bit more time to try to claim a few more relics.
Yeah, we already got 3 town centers for Dracken. Well, running is only now adding his 3rd, so Dracken should be ahead here with the economy.
And that's one of the things that we kind of could have guessed going into this match. So Dracken sees that 3 of the relics are like really close to his walls, which means that he knows that it's actually not worth the effort to like go full out and get 5 relics, when he can put in no effort and still get 3. Meanwhile, running has had to go a lot more crazy, and okay, he's got 2 so far, but it's going to be really difficult to claim any one of these last 3.
Yeah. Dracken should control them all. Running is a bit housed right now, so he's getting wheelbarrow. That's 3 knights, 2 monks, some like and he's going. Let's see Drakken's reaction. He should wait for both monks to start converting and then send everything he got on those Karambits. And now monk is coming. Let's see, can he get a conversion of a knight? He should focus on a knight, maybe sends a like of around. Good move by running, but Dracken is waiting, trying to intercept.
That was a nice play from
and
nice interceptions from Dracken. And it's interesting because running still has. He's not bringing his monk back. Okay, now he started to, but.
Okay. Go back with the monk. Go back with the monk. Just go back. Doesn't matter if you lose everything else. But I don't think he will lose everything else. The knights are killing. The knights are killing. The Karambits are dying like ants. Oy vey.
Yeah, very nice battle for running there. Okay, he did lose like 1 like cavalry and then 1 knight, but still being able to kill those 12 Karambits, easily worth it.
Yeah, and we got 1 TC more for Dracken, so his economy is looking a bit nicer. He's 5 villagers ahead right now, so it's not looking too bad, but he doesn't have a single relic. Like, he did all the Karambits, but the monastery was so late. He's not even using all the Karambits. He got 2 children on the stone blocking the villagers, so he needs to move them away.
But now he's going to be able to claim this relic and the extra one, like, with no effort. So, in the scheme of things, I think that okay, while Dracken invests in the castle and the Krambits, running put more costs into the military, and this means that Dracken already has the castle for the next stage of the game.
Yeah, that's also something. Meanwhile, we got a 4-stone thatcher coming up for running his base on the secondary gold. So yeah, economies should stay about the same. Oh, but running does have wheelbarrows. His economy is not that worse of Dracken's, especially with the more relics that he got. And he might even get a relic in the north. He's going towards it. He has 5 knights.
He's got 5 knights, but Dracken now actually has some monks. The difficulty for Dracken is he can't even see that relic.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, he doesn't know.
So he is sending his army there, but his monks really should be coming out behind. And
I call cheating.
And now he should really just send his 2 monks. He knows that's where running is heading. He knows that's important. So I don't know what. Yeah, he's bringing his monks out. And he should really contest that, because with those 2 monks, he should be able to win any battle.
But he's not. He didn't check what's in there. Like he didn't know. He doesn't know why running was going to the north, because he just went back home and he's not even trying to intercept the monk. That will be 4 relics for running, which is huge unless those karambits find him with a bit of luck. But running is already on the way to Imperial Age, while Dracken is busy doing forging and stuff. Oy, 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 oy.
And now we see running adding some more stables. So do you think running's initial plan? Going with knights, but a Saracens, or just go straight to Hussar?
Wait, do Saracens, they don't get cavaliers, right?
No.
So that would be a horrible idea to keep doing knights. He has to go
I wouldn't be surprised to see running send some villages for forward siege workshops on the edges again, and do what like we thought maybe Draken should have done the previous game, of just get Onager, cut in both sides and flood. And then even if Malay may be a better civ, it's like they can't deal with that pressure on both sides.
I don't think he needs that, to be honest. I really feel like that what he's doing right now, like doing light cav, even though he still does knights, and I'm not sure what's up with that. But the switch to Arbalest should happen right now, and that should work quite well against MLA. But Dracken, have you thought about it? He has 47 farmers for a while now, and he still is not going after him. He's doing freaking gold upgrade instead of going after him. Prioritize him.
At the same time, because he has so many karambits, and this battle will be big, whether his monks can get some conversions. If he's able to win this battle, then he doesn't have an immediate fear, because he'll know running can't put anything. But this is a huge battle, and he's just lost. So that means that he's in a very dangerous position, only clicking up to Imperial now, running his full map control, and he has no idea what running is preparing behind this.
Yeah, Dracken will now have 0 military. 0 military. It's not like running's military is out of this world. He's still doing knights for some reason. I'm really not sure what's up with that. I guess that's for map control. Actually, you know what?
It's map control,
it's
yes.
map control. He doesn't want to get the Dracken castle on his face. Like he kept doing those knights, which one might think it's a horrible idea, because again, Saracens don't get cavaliers. But for map controls, they're definitely better than light cav. So...
Absolutely. And I think it was very important because I just even looking at his map, it's like if Dracken gets any footholds near his base, then he's in trouble. Especially early in where Malay just had that initial push. But now he's able to get chemistry. Probably, I don't know if he's planning on starting with hand cannoneers, especially given that he hasn't got the archer upgrades and he's already got chemistry. So push with knights, hand cannoneer, and cannon seems actually quite strong.
Yeah, you are 100% correct. He doesn't even have the fletching, so archers are not on the menu here. He's just gonna spam hand cannoneers, which he can already do, but he's not doing. He will soon have the stone for a castle, and he can now do cannons and hand cannoneers. But running, hello, did he drop? Do military?
He's not building anything.
He's now doing it.
Okay. And now he's got 33 villages on stone. He's able to build a castle somewhere. It'll be interesting to know like how far forward he tries to build it, because he knows that Dracken already has at least one castle, and as it seems, TP is actually 2. And Dracken does have 4 stables in the back. So the question is Dracken going for the Elephant Archer's surprise? Because that would actually, I think, work quite well against the Hand Cannoneer.
There are no elephant archers for Melee. Abort. Take it back quickly.
The Battle Elephants. The Battle Elephants.
Oh yeah, Battle Elephants, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, makes sense. Stables, yeah, my bad.
Don't Melee have them 33% cheaper? Or
Yeah, they got cheap
40%.
elephants.
40%.
No, I was...
Imperial.
Yeah, they got super cheap elephants, but no elephant archers. So he's going for full halb right now and karambit. I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe he's preparing the elephants, but the problem is if he goes for the cheap elephants, there is a perfect counter that, and he's going for elite battle elephants now. The perfect counter that Ryan can do is the beautiful meme loops. Does have only one castle.
But yeah, as you said, one castle, lots of tech upgrades to get with the Zealotry Elite Mamluk. You need ideally more than one castle. That's a lot of gold to do an investment. And yeah, Elite Battle Elephant is expensive, sure, but being able to produce them 40% cheaper makes it quite doable.
Yeah. Well, they are quite flabbish. They have only +1 armor. So they could even die to Hand Cannoneers in theory. But that's the moves that Dracken loves doing, like messing those surprise elephants and then bam. Running has no idea about what's coming.
Well, he did it. He just saw some elephants. So now he should know that...
How did he see?
There were 2 elephants by Dracken's monastery, which Running could briefly see.
Oh. Okay. Let's hope for Running that he noticed, because... Oh, he did notice, because look what he's doing. He's rushing the barracks, and he's doing the pikeman upgrade, like... Saracen pikemen are not the greatest. I mean, well, they are fully upgraded pikemen, but they don't have halbs. And let's see what Running will do now. The elephants are coming.
And I like this move, putting the karambits in front, because that was just... I mean, they're so weak, they die to anything, but especially like trying to get the Hand Cannoneer gunpowder, and just waste some shots is quite useful.
Yeah, it will take Running quite a lot of time to be able to mass those pikemen, so he's gonna hide in the choking point here in between the 2 siege workshops, gonna fight the elephants one by one, which I like a lot. But he needs more barracks here. Got another castle for Dracken coming from behind with 6 trebs. That castle of Running stands no chance, and it looked like... I don't want to call it yet, because only Dracken calls games super early, but... Is there any hope here for Running, dude? What do you think?
Well, he has 4 relics, so that you gotta keep that in mind, but it's gonna be a difficult next 2 minutes to try to reconsolidate. Now, if he can keep his cannons alive, that will be... He needs to keep his cannons alive, number 1, because he needs something so that the trebuchets can't overextend. But he's got a lot of things he needs to do. Keep the Hand Cannoneers alive in sufficient mass, keep the cannons alive.
Oh, no.
Just let the elephants through the gate.
2 elephants through the gate, and they're gonna get both cannons, which was so worth it for Dracken. He's getting all the production buildings of Running. This is looking so good for Dracken here. Running still... What? Why? What? Is that a misclick? Look what he's doing. He's doing men-at-arms. Men-at-arms against elephants.
Well, he knows that there will also probably be halberdiers coming, and he's already got the Hand Cannoneer mass where he feels like he can already deal with the elephants. It was the initial push where there were 30 elephants, which was scary, but now with the Hand Cannoneers against melee elephants, you fine. So now he's prepping for the next thing. And they do have champions, so I don't know why he'd do that.
Well, the question is, do you remember when Dracken was pushing with elephants? That's kind of over. Now Running has a massive military lead, triples the military for the German player. And yeah, he's going for the longswordsman with Gamsons with final armor +2 attack right now. I saw he's preparing for karambit spam, I guess that's maybe... That's my thought, but look what Dracken is doing. He's getting also the Arbalest upgrade.
Herbalist.
Yeah, and Ryan can see them already.
And so one of the things I'm a bit surprised about is yes, Draken has a bunch of trebs, but why is he not adding cannons behind this? Because when he brings his elephants forward, he can see that running his initial responses to get them in a tight clump behind a building, and that's where having 1 or 2 cannons is so important. Because like you can't, it basically says you cannot do that.
yeah, it would have been great for Ryan, but now Draken is going for the forward castle. But will it be a down castle? What do you think? Or does he has? Well, the elephants are dead.
But at the same time, the cannon can't go too far forward because the herbalist.
Well, the cannon is also helping. Also, Arbalists are dying. Thank you so much, Enfo, for the prime. Another new sub. Thank you for the support, guys. We got the cannon shooting for the traps. That castle. He can definitely deny that castle. It's only 6 villagers.
But 1 cannon down from the traps.
But all the traps are gonna go down. Keep denying the castle. Where are you going? Running. Don't run away. What is he doing?
That is an excellent question. But castle is going up, so that's huge for Dracken.
That was really huge. Like, Rani could have denied that castle. Just don't do anything. Like, don't click and he denies the castle. And he somehow allowed this to happen. I don't know why. Oh well.
And Dracken has been able to keep 3 of the trebs alive, so that's quite big. But even so, he got the castle up, but it's going down straight away. He doesn't have any villagers repairing it, so it's not the end of the world for him. For running.
Yeah, but still would have been nicer without the castle. A lot of idols here, Major Draken, 15 idols. Now he noticed them. We got some champions inside of his base raiding, but the elephants will clean them off. Well, the longer as the game goes, the better it is for running, right? He has 4 relics in the bank. Well, yeah. Draken... I mean, melee are quite decent in him. They do get the trash 2-handed swordsman, but I don't know.
But the 4 relics and the market bonus for Saracens, I think, helps mitigate that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think Rani is at the better spot here, especially if this keeps going longer and longer.
But Draken does not have Force Levy yet, and he hasn't done any of the upgrades either. So if he does decide to go into that trash option, he'll need to do it at some stage soon, because otherwise it'll be too expensive later on.
Well, he still has gold. He doesn't have a lot of armor for his arbalest, so trying to snipe the cannons here with a small test, with a small force of arbalest, getting 1. But he definitely needs to get some armor upgrades. Maybe, well, skirmishers now for Draken. I was just gonna suggest skirmishers for Ryan. Yeah. He's quite low on the gold. And Draken is pushing again with a lot of elephants, 16 elephants. Ryan forced to draw back a bit. Ooh, he has another...
I really like what...
Yeah.
I really like what Draken's doing. He's spending all those extra resources getting that just somewhat push with the elephants, but as he's doing so, he's sending 20 villagers to try to get that gold. Because that's kind of in no man's land, so it's very difficult. But by putting that extra gold spike into the elephants, he's able to collect it all before running.
Yeah, that castle is not going up, so that's really good for Draken. Ryan has another gold on the side, but he's not even touching yet. Not sure what's up with that. Saving it for a dark day. Meanwhile, that castle denied. Draken is pushing, getting armor. He has now a lot of military, way more military than Running. Running could very much use some champions here. Like, we have only 6 arbalests and a few elephants for Draken. So champions would be so good about them versus the mass skirmishers that Draken has.
And as you said, that's what he's starting to add, which is good.
Yeah.
Bit surprised, no skirmisher yet from Running, and also a bit surprised to see no cannons from Dracken. Very interesting moves. But I think Running will be able to hold this. And if he does, he's starting to get on that gold. I would like to see him try to move the 4 relics back at some stage. But
Yeah, I agree. Definitely need to move them because the Dracken is getting closer and closer to the monastery. We got a castle coming up for running on the right side. We're gonna secure those 2 stones. Oh, yeah, Draken is now doing what we were talking about. It's for the late game, he's doing the militia line upgrade. I'm not sure if he got 4th level yet. Can you check?
I don't think so. I think he'll probably try to research that in a few seconds.
Yeah. Doing Gambesons now, long swordsman upgrade. He's pushing with 2 traps on that castle. Running has to repair. Running doesn't have masonry even yet, I assuming the Saracens get them, because I have no idea which Civ got what with those upgrades. Yeah, Force Levy, here we go.
And what's also interesting is he hasn't decided to get like the Bodkin arrow with Bracer yet either, which just makes the castle so much stronger and prevents the enemy from coming as close.
Yeah, I agree. The elephant, here we got a big fight in the middle. All the elephants are going down. All the elephants are going down, and there are so many champions left. And there is nothing to counter the champion. Draken got only skirmishers right now. Well, now he's starting to spam 20 swordsmen. But Ryan has the Cannoneers behind that. And, well, we got more elephants coming. Both players still have access to gold.
The Treb's going down, and that gives
that's huge.
Running just the time he needs to recover again.
Yeah, he saves the castle. Oh, big fight here in the middle. Big fight. Who do you think is winning this fight in the middle?
Absolute carnage, but I think Running is winning this. Because there's 4 elephants which are scary and nothing else is.
Yeah. I mean...
And it is important for Running, even though you only has 4 hand cannoneers, that actually makes a difference. The highest damage output with the elephants and just kills the extra few 2-handed swords. So...
Yeah, and those traps are now slowly but steady killing all the production buildings of Draken in the middle. Draken is now struggling to mass military. He has half the military of Running, and he's forced to go back to regroup. I mean, he still has a lot of buildings for production. He got the 16, at least 16 barracks. He got...
I'm building another 5 on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Just on a wall.
Yeah. Should also rewall the sides, because...
yeah, absolutely.
The longer... Oh, look at the raid on the left already. Many villagers dying here. Draken is dangerously dropping a lot of villagers. He now lost 45 of them already.
But I like what he was doing on the right-hand side of his base, adding more farms, because long-term, he just wants a food economy.
Yeah.
And so dropping those extra farms, he went from like 50 to 65. I wouldn't be surprised if he adds another like 10, and then he can just keep up the 200 swords for days.
Yeah. Running just did the Hussar upgrade, so it's gonna help against the skirmishers and the arbalists when there are no champions on the field because of gold issues. And now Draken recovered a bit, so Running is gonna drop back again. He knows that this fight in the middle is for now lost. He has to regroup. And he pegged the traps on time, gonna go towards the castle to look for safety. The game keeps going back and forth here in the middle. But, well, now it's a battle between relics and the better trash Civ in general, right? Which should be melee because of the trash 200 swordsmen that they get. With a unique tax, they don't cost any gold. So Draken can spam them forever.
Although going into this, we see that Running still has like an extra 500 gold left in that mine, as well as another 800, while also having enough stone for a castle. So this does give Running a nice element that if he is going for like a big push, he can do with a castle forward behind it to get momentum, which I imagine we'll see sometime if he's able to push.
Yeah. And Draken noticed that Running was preparing some nasty stuff on the right side, so he did go for the wall that I was talking about, and rewalls the middle as well. But they gotta hurry up, we are only in game number 2, and in 47 minutes we got Stark versus Jordan, which is also a 6 series, so come on, Draken, start losing. Hello? Come on. Hurry up, man, we got a schedule.
Yeah, look what Running is doing. He's moving his trebuchets on the left-hand side probably to try to break in the wall. So while this big battle is going on, he's going to look to start the raiding.
Yeah, I like that. I like that if you can get in and send the Hussars, that will be huge. Yeah, Dracken got first slave. Oh, but he now saw Dracken saw that he's setting the swordsman there, and Rani also realized what's happening, picked up the trap, and now he's escaping. Meanwhile, in the middle, we got a lot of champions and hackers for Rani. He is on 1200 gold, which is very, very nice for this stage of the game. This is the stage of the game where the kinds of dark noobs start shining in.
And yeah, now this is the stage where both players will go Hera MBL mode and just basically 90 farms, one is spamming Hussar, the other spamming Tyrant Swordsman.
Dracken opens a gate, and we got 10 Hussars going inside of his economy, and they are much faster than any militaries that he has, so they can do a lot of damage. A lot of damage, especially on the right side and on the left side, where the woodlands are. And let's see how long it will take Dracken to cleanse them.
I mean, even the fact that he's sending 15 two hands back means that those aren't on the field right now. And he needs to send people back because he's already quite low in terms of food. So that was a very strong raid and would delay Draken by an extra 2 minutes.
Yeah, we fixed the colors, guys, for the sake of the colorblind people. So we now got running with red instead of purple, and Dracken with blue instead of teal. Almost the same, but clearer. So we will keep that for the next games as well. And Dracken, look at his population. He's dropping down to 94 villagers. So... yeah. What? GG?
Yeah, I think the raid at the end, although it seems small, Draken was at the limit with food, and suddenly having to reduce his 80 farm economy to 40 farms just meant that creation of military units just was obliterated for a 2-minute period, in which case he just got pushed back.
Yeah, one small Hussar raid, 10 Hussars inside your economy, and everything starts falling apart. So that was really nice game, actually. Both played quite well, but in the end, the relics definitely did the thing for running here. Thank you so much, Rotinator. I know you are a Dracken fan, but maybe we still have a chance for reverse sweep. Any chance for a reverse sweep winner here, or Rani is looking too strong?
I mean, I think, yeah, obviously there's easily hope for another 3 games. I mean, even in this one, just Drakken's initial Karambits, I think, was good, but I think he needed to get a monastery up and running behind that, because we saw that the Karambits did shred the light cavalry quite considerably. And if he had had 2 or 3 monks, all those battles would have been completely changed around at the start. And then he would have been the one with the map position. Running would have been able to do that push. And then the early Imperial, I think he would have had an advantage.
Yeah. So let's see the civs that we have left here. For game number 3, we got Mongols. For running as Mongols is the first. No, wait, no, that's not the first pick. Burgundians was the first pick. Definitely makes sense. We got Burgundians, Mongols, Dravidians, and Huns, while Draken has Gurjalas, Magyars, Vietnamese, Sicilians. I don't think Ryan will use Burgundians here, right? What do you think will be the civs?
I wouldn't be surprised if Draken used a civ like Vietnamese next, or Gujaras. Because I think those might be a bit stronger currently. Let's see. Except Mongols, Huns, Dravidians, Burgundians. So Draken will really be trying to think of what civ that running will pick for this next one, because the question that he'll be thinking is, okay, will he be picking Burgundians? Because the other 3 civ, Mongols and Huns, are fairly equivalent in terms of how you approach them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're different, but and so he'll be thinking, okay, am I fighting Burgundians? In which case, I don't know which civ you think is best against Burgundians, but I imagine Gujaras or Vietnamese.
Yeah, Gujaras, I think, definitely. Well, they have started, so let's find out what will be the matchup here. Oh my god, you were kind of right. I was wrong. I thought Burgundians will not be here as a third pick, but Rani definitely wants to finish the series, and he's picking the Burgundians. While on the other side, Draken is going for this, well, probably his best counter receives to Burgundian. He's going for the Gurjaras. So that should be a really nice game, I would say.
By the way, just to let you know, my game is frozen, so I will
Oh
wait until
no.
it's
Oh, yeah.
back operating.
We will wait for you to catch up. So we got running in red with one of the better arena civs out there. He's playing with the Burgundians. On the other side, we got Dracken in blue playing with the Gurjaras. Both are quite good arena civs, but I would definitely favor the Burgundians here. He will not eat sheep. No, one of the weaknesses, well, small nerfs to Gurjalas on this map is that you start with only 5 sheep that you can put in your meal, unlike the standard 8 on arena. So that's a small debuff, but not a game changer at all. Until Finner catches up, let's see what we got here with the maps. The map of running is just bad, just bad. Everything is forward. Nothing at the back. Draken at least has a stone at the back. Well, secondary gold is at the back too. So only the main gold is a bit problematic. The Lucis Gate is triggering me in the middle of his base. The relics, we got 3. Better for Draken. Even 4 better for Draken. Slightly better for him. And only 1 better for Rani. So the relics are much, much better for Draken here. But Ryan has a better sieve. He already got double BTX, he's Burgundians, they get the eco upgrades 1 age in advance. So they can do feudal age upgrades in Dark Age, for instance. And yeah, he will also do horse color just before he will need to do farms. No need to do that now. Ryan doesn't even have wood at the back. Well, that's wood at the back. What do you mean? And yeah. Let's see how this will go. Quite certain that Ryan will open light cup here. Well, Draken. Hard to tell. Well, not hard to tell. He will also open light cup. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding here? We heckin' love light cup. Draken really needs a victory here, because if he doesn't win, with all the 3-2 sets that we had so far, getting Vanille in this series, which I expect to be quite close, will be a bit disappointing. Will make me into a sad clown. But, well, I believe in the power of Draken. The other 2 players in this group, by the way, just so you know what's ahead of them, once they are done here, is
Sito and Kingstone, I believe.
Sito and Kingstone, yeah, Sito and Kingstone, which which play today at 21 GMT. So the winner of this set will play the winner of that set, and the loser here will play the loser of that set for the chance to stay in the tournament. And we got horse color for running. Did you get in the game, by the way, Finner?
No, I'm relaunching.
Okay.
Yeah.
We wait. No worries. 2 farms already for running. Yeah, he will soon click up. And yeah, he's on the feudal age now. With 25 villagers. Tomorrow, guys, we have more Masters of Arena. Didn't post a schedule yet on Discord, but we have at least 1 6 set. I think we'll have more. We have tomorrow 16 GMT Modri versus Nikov, the 2 winners of the first round facing each other. Winner goes straight to the round of 16. That should be a really good set. But right now we got Draken versus Running, both runs away to feudal age, Running 1 villager less. And going for the barracks, Draken will do the same, I assume. Okay. Going up is 26 Dracken. Yeah, adding the barracks, stable for both. Late up? Well, 26 is not a late up. Let's see if it's fine. 26 villagers, I mean. So, market and stable. So, market and stable becoming quite popular in the tournament so far. I think we have seen more market stables than blacksmith stable. So feels like Leopard was ahead of his time with this build. I always mocked Leopard for this build. Not that I need reasons to mock Leopard, but seems like Leopard is a visionary indeed, and everybody is now using the Leopard build. Well, not Dracken. Dracken is going for the stable and blacksmith. Double bit tax now for Dracken, has a lot of food in the bank. And up he goes. His horse color now. And Ryan has to run away because, well, he got a camel chasing him. The scout is a bit faster than the camel, right? Yeah, slightly faster. I am 16 plus and always go market stable because nobody ever does blacksmith upgrades anyway. Well, the stable is not only for upgrades, but the blacksmith is not only for upgrades, but it's also to be able to do the siege workshop, because without a blacksmith you cannot do that. And if you go up with the market and you need a siege workshop all of a sudden, early on, if a rush is coming, you will be in trouble. So it all depends on how you think your opponent will play. In theory, for boom and for stuff like that, market should indeed be better. Bosa coming in for running here, sending the second scout out. Blacksmith is a bit cheaper, yes, that's also a good point, but it's all 25 wood. How do you get food in the arena without a market? Well, not everybody goes for the clown economy with only villagers on gold. So yeah. It's a good point, so simply. Oh yeah, so...
Okay, it should be caught up now.
Great. So just in time for the action in Castle Age. Insta husbandry, yeah, for running.
For running, but not for Dracken yet. What difference do you think having the camel to start off with? What difference do you think that will make in this upcoming Scout War?
Well, camel is always huge, right? Because the moment you have a camel mixed in with your light cav, you just cannot engage against them. You will always have to choose your fight, you will have to run away, and Dracken will be the one able to dictate fights. Basically, Rani will use his light cav to snipe monks and not take direct fights, so that's good for Dracken. But there is also a danger of that camel getting converted and switching sides, so yeah. That's also something that Dracken should be aware of. Now both got the light cav, but Rani has a husbandry already, so he'll be able to run away with extra speed. That one light cav took a dangerous maneuver, but he's fine. And let's see.
And husbandry now added for Dracken. He saw that, okay, running his scout light cav out too fast, I need this as well, which, if you're going for full monk war, is probably true. Having the husbandry versus not having the husbandry does make a considerable difference.
Yeah, you're right. Second DC incoming. Do we have a fight here? Well, sends the monk. We got second DC on the stone and wood for Dracken. We got a second DC on the gold and wood for running. So both are doing a very nice DC. And that monk knows the monk is escaping. Got home safely. Okay.
And that was some nice hits that he got. But during this time, running has been able to poach the first relic. Although not too difficult, and the next few are going to be a lot more of a battle.
Yeah, the relics are so much better for Dracken here, and he should get most of them now. We got 30 incoming for running just on the wood. Okay, I would have done it somewhere close to the main gold. Not sure why he's doing that on that wood line. You can only place like 2 wood farms around it, so I really don't like that on center. Meanwhile, Dracken is doing his 30C as well.
But running has been able to get quite a lot of, both in terms of light cavalry, and he's also got 3 monks ready. So this is something that will be quite dangerous.
That's a dead monk. Boink, boink. Okay.
But he was able to get a light
Oh,
cav snipe.
the
And that's
camel!
quite important.
The camel! The camel is now dead, so running sacrifice to Lycav to get that camel. I think it's worth it, you know what? I think it's worth it.
I mean, having the camo is quite dangerous in itself because, as you said, if that's suddenly converted, that's a disaster, and that can like completely change around the battle.
Yeah.
So Dracken losing another monk at the top. In terms of economy, like okay, it's 44 villagers versus 40 in favor of Dracan. But so still pretty close there. Although running does have wheelbarrow, and I don't think Dracken does yet. Not yet.
Yeah, no wheelbarrow for Draken. Oh, another dead monk. Another dead monk. Unlike Draken, running does have sensitivity, so he can take 3 hits. What he does? That's a convert. So many injured Lycavs though. Both will lose everything. Oh, but the monk is healing. Both lost everything. Wow, that's so bad for. Well, running didn't lose everything, and that's why he'll now go and pick up 2 extra relics in case he sees it. He should see that one. Yeah, he should.
And the fact that he's got 2 extra monks there means that Draken really can't just walk in with this light cab because it's well, he shouldn't.
What? Where are you going?
That's
What?
should be converted. I'm very yeah.
Oh, nice. So nice for running. Wow. 4-1 relics. I mean, should be if he takes that relic.
Well, Draken already has 2, so it's going to be 3-2. So.
Oh yeah. I saw running that.
But not awful.
Yeah.
And during this time, Draken has been continuously improving his economy. He's adding actually 2 more town centers.
That's
so
a
like
lot of
going
town
into-
centers. What the hell?
Yes.
5 PC boom. It's weird. Isn't it an overboom? Like, you would expect it from Burgundians in preparation for the button, but not from Gurjalas.
The question is, what is Draken's game plan at this stage? Because, okay, in terms of archer range, missing the last armor, he has the option for some form of elfin archers, but I'm not sure they're elite. I think. Yeah, so he's got the elite elephant archer, so that's always an option. But against, or will he try to do the chakram throws with whatever shrimp the riders in front?
Shawarma. I have no idea. I think Draken is already like thinking about the next series, so he's just doing random stuff to hide his mastermind strategies, which is possible. Because I have no idea why he would add 5 town centers or 4 town centers into 5 town centers.
And running is on the way to Imperial Age right now,
Exactly.
so that probably means gunpowder, hand cannoneers, cannons. He's adding another barracks, so clearly getting ready for spears. So I imagine Draken probably guesses that's going to be the case, and is looking just to go heavy on stone for castle and chakram throws.
Okay, Drakenzo, he needs way more farms if he's going for 5 town centers. He only got 36, and he's not even close to go up to him. While running will be there in less than 2 minutes, getting stone upgrade, getting gold upgrade. He's a bit too late on stone to go for a forward castle, but I guess he's gonna open us with halves and add hand cannoneers soon.
Now, one of the things that I haven't seen done a huge amount this tournament, but I'd like to see more of, is so currently Draken has 2 monks. He's got a forward monastery with 2 relics. This is where I'd really like to see him just take them out of the monastery and shove them to the back of the base. Because when running it puts any type of pressure, the monastery is going to be the first thing that dies. And just the possibility of it getting sniped and running coming in with 2 monks stealing those relics is a disaster.
Yeah, but the chance of Draken pushing are very, very slim. Because look what Ryan is doing. He will be in imp in 30 seconds. Draken is still not up. He's doing the Cavalier upgrade. Burgundians can do the Cavalier upgrade in Castle Age already. He's going for the forward castle while adding pikemen and halbs. That's an interesting composition. And Dracken is only now going up, so Dracken putting pressure on that monastery is quite unrealistic, at least for now. And what is Dracken going to do? Like, he is in trouble. Chemistry should be clicked instantly. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Castle will go up. Draken is getting fletching and he's getting archery ranges. So you were absolutely right. Yeah, elephant archers are indeed coming for Draken here, also known as the lizard. And let's see if he can get them on time. Like, I don't know. If he can, they're gonna be just great against Burgundians, I feel like, because Burgundian skirmishers are not the greatest. And the only counter unit in theory that he can do. Same lacks the final armor. Not sure about Thumbring. If that even matters.
So one of the things, well, I don't actually have a clue how much it costs, but has Dracken got the Castle Age tech? Because that would be very useful.
No, he's getting it now. Kshatriyas.
Yeah.
Making his...
So that would be quite important.
Yeah.
And then immediately getting the next one Frontier Guards, and then suddenly, okay, yes, it's bad if his castle dies, but getting those 2 upgrades will make things a lot easier. With the cheaper Elfin Archers and more melee armor.
True, but as our beloved mem says, look how much military Draken has now. It's 0, and like I'm not really sure how he's planning to stop the now incoming Paladin upgrade from running. The wall is down, 2 traps already shooting. Draken only now queuing his first military units, queuing some elephant archers here. Okay. Gonna lose the monastery too, like you said. Draken also...
It's exactly what I said.
Yeah, just on the other side. Draken is gonna lose that monastery and Rani will steal his 2 relics, which would be great for him. Going for another forward castle. He also got cannons already, so counter traps from Draken will not really help him. But now the elephant archers are coming. It's a bit funny that he's getting Paladin and +1 armor at the same time. So it will take him some time to get more upgrades. But he'll be able to do Paladins.
He would do Paladins, and yeah, I don't see how Draken can stop this push. He's just behind in terms of position. Because never mind the fact that, okay, his base is getting pushed back, he's probably going to start struggling with houses shortly enough, and he's going to run gold. He just has no space to build anything.
Yeah. First castle is down, monastery will follow, or he's going straight to the next castle. Draken getting chemistry, bracer, but again, he needs not... Well, it's not like Rani has too much military right now. He's now sending his 4 paladins inside, without +2 even. But Draken, well, he does have... Oh, getting the paladin...
2 converts.
That's nice.
Nice.
I didn't catch that. Could you try...
Okay, now also the elite elephant archer.
Which is quite nice, but he's still missing the +4 armor on his elephant archers, and that would be especially nice against paladins.
Well, paladins are running inside without anything to stop them. Gonna get quite a lot of villagers here.
The monks are coming back, so the monks are like 85% faith. In a moment, he's just going to be able to get 2 more conversions.
But he should snipe them now. Snipe the monks. If he, well, he's not paying attention. He's focused on the front. We got 2 traps from Draken. Trying to take that castle down, but we got cannons from running coming. If he takes those traps down, I think it's over for Draken. Those are Burgundian cannons. They almost 2-shot traps. But no, the elephant archers are now trying to starting to do the damage. Block printing. What? Okay, we're gonna get monks from running. Oh, I love Burgundians. They have so many options.
But at the moment, he's still missing the +4 on his paladins, which just makes them so much weaker.
What? But yeah, you're right. I thought you meant something else. +4.
But this is actually not too bad for Draken. He still has his 2 relics. Now, how? I have no idea. But running it left them for him, and that's a gift.
Yeah, it's true.
So he's got 2 monks. He really needs to just get them right now and bring them back, which is what I think his last click is.
Yeah. It's also super important for Dracken that he actually kept his traps alive.
Yeah.
Now he can push for Ranin's castle. Okay. That's a lot of elephant archers though, but let's see Ranin's smoke micro against. The problem is he has only one monastery, so...
And running still, it hasn't got the +4 on his cavalry, so that's not great.
You asked
okay,
and he
just starting to
delivers.
pick now.
Well, elephant archers are quite bad at taking down traps. Look how slowly they do some damage. We'll in the end get a trap. Now the paladins are coming in. He's trying to block with the fat booties, but that's not helping. And the paladins are definitely gonna get those traps. That's big. That's
And
big.
that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah. Because now Dracken has no means to push. Kill those two monks. Those monks already got so many paladins switching sides. And now he's trying to save them. Saves the old man. He actually saved both of them. Nice. With one hit left. Another castle by Ranin. Okay. Problem for Dracken is that... Well, never mind. No, it's not a problem. He still has 6k gold. No, wait, he selected too much gold. How much gold is he?
Well, now the problem is that he's facing monks. He's got no siege, and he's confined within his base with castles all around. So yeah, he's got better like military in terms of elfin archers, but against the monks and the castles, I don't see how we can push.
Saves the sheep. Takes them to a mill. Saves the piggies. Sheep and piggies. Okay, Dracken knows that if he... Oh, he's doing heresy. Wow, that's a heavy... That's a heavy upgrade considering he has... how much gold does he have left? He has less than 2k gold left to mine at home. So using 1k to get heresy... I mean, I like it because each elephant that is converted becomes basically a tank. Because it takes so long to take down by elephant archers, so...
But now the Burgundian halberdiers are doing their damage with that extra 25% attack.
Hello, Dracken, Micro? Wait, no, Burgundians don't get that, that's Bohemians.
Oh. Ah, oops, my bad.
3-0, damn!
That's gunpowder, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I get confused.
It happens, both are great arena Steves.
They're the same civ.
Yeah.
So, just one is good with halberdiers, the other one's good with gunpowder.
Yeah, so very impressive performance by Ranin here. 3-0, that's a big result. Dracken is not an easy opponent, and Ranin played this beautifully. Like,
yeah.
Wawa. To the Wiwa. And we are in time. We actually have 20 minutes now till Jordan versus Stark, so... we have time to check the statistics. Kill the rest ratio was actually better for Dracken. But Ryan had way more military. His economy was... Well, Dracken actually had more wood and food, but Ryan has more gold and stone. More
then
villagers.
Also the relics.
Also, relics helped a lot.
Just
yes.
slowly taking over.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's only 500 difference. I mean, it helped, but not that much. And yes, 3-0.